Hi guys, it's Kako from Kakomoto, and today we're picking up the BMW G310R. So the G310R is BMW's single-cylinder small bike. It's their first sub 650cc motorcycle in a really long time, and it's built in India to compete in the Asian markets like India, Southeast Asia, and the Philippines. So BMW launched it, I think, was it last year? And pre-orders were open starting January of this year. So finally they have a demo bike, and I'll be testing it for Top Gear. Be interesting to see what BMW can do with a small displacement motorcycle. So join me as we go pick up the G310R, and let's see what a 310cc BMW rides like. We're here now. This is the BMW G310R I'll be taking out. Ridiculously small bike. It doesn't actually look like a small bike, but you know, I guess that's my problem, not the bike's. At 6'2". It's Kako, and this is a first look at the BMW G310R. Oh, it's got ABS. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Small bike. Very small bike. She does have a good big sound to her. I am a fan of that. Do have to rev her out a bit, but once you rev it out, she sounds pretty good. I like it. So what do I think about this little bike? Well, it's not that little. 310cc. It's actually pretty decently sized. It's by no means a small bike. The only problem is it's a bit small for me, someone my size. You know, I think that's entirely my fault. I'm 6'2", so even normal sized bikes would be a little small when it comes to me. What do I like about it? So far, well, first of all, engine sounds great. If a bit slow, I mean, that's the top end of third gear. I was doing about 80. I don't know how much fault that is of the bike, or if my 220 pounds actually contributed to that relatively okay speed. It's not slow by any means, it's just not as fast as I'm used to. But then again, I'm used to 1000 cc's, so this is about a third the power. Thankfully it's also quite light, so it's very nimble. Quite a fun bike to ride, actually. Definitely do like how the switchgear all feels. The bar ends, the mirrors, they all do feel like they're BMW parts. So even if this bike is made in India by Bajaj, the parts that you're feeling, that you're touching, that you're interacting on a daily basis, they do feel like BMW parts. So definitely a good plus. I like the horn. The horn's pretty nice. I definitely like the looks. It definitely has the roadster look and feel about it. So yeah, it's a nice little bike. Little for me, but for a lot of people it might be just the perfect bike. My biggest hassle is really the 400cc cutoff in the expressway. The fact that you can't take your bike on the expressway like severely limits where the places you could bring your bike out. I'd love to have brought it up to Tagaytay, but a bit lazy to take the non-highway route. It's also not as safe. Now, one of the best things about the bike is that it's not that fast a bike, definitely. 310cc. There are a lot of bigger bikes out there, but much like driving a fast car or riding a fast bike, the nice thing about having it's always more, well, at least for me, in my opinion, it's always more fun to ride a slow bike fast than it is to ride a fast bike slow. Okay, which means that if you have a relatively slower bike, you can really wring out the power, you can really rev the nuts out of it, and it won't get you in trouble. See, it's like 70. Nice. Really fun. It is a 6-speed gearbox, so that surprised me a bit. I was expecting a 5-speed, especially from a bike this size, but you know, a 6-speed would mean that even if it hits 80 on third gear, I'm pretty sure that cruising should be relatively fuel efficient. Yeah, it's just a nice, fun to use bike that definitely cuts through traffic easily. Much easier than bigger bikes. It's very nimble and very fun to ride this bike. It really feels sporty. It feels like a mini crotch rocket, mini sport bike. Just so nimble. Kudos to BMW. They were able to preserve the fun to ride, ultimate riding machine kind of thing that they're always going for. It does feel premium. Maybe just the weight a little bit, but there's nothing you can do. I mean, a 310cc bike is never going to weigh as much as a liter bike, never going to weigh as much as 600. So at least the switchgear that you're touching, all the bits, they do feel expensive. They do feel like they came out of the proper BMWs. And so far in my time with the bike, I've liked it. I've loved it. It's just fun to use a bike to its full potential, even revving in the nuts out of it, even just going for a small ride to the coffee shop. Can't go wrong with that. So that's day 2 with the BMW G310R. For more of my thoughts, stay tuned, and we'll go into day 3 tomorrow. It's Kako from Kakomoto. Ride safe, and I'll see you soon.